Hello and welcome, this is BullDog Games. It's been a while since I've posted, and I think it's time to start the next series of. Now, all this hype going around YouTube about the new Ark Ascendant. I used to be a massive legacy Ark player, and I was really intrigued on how every system worked, how they built Ark. So over the last couple of months I have been researching that, and I want to implement a couple of them systems into. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today, and I'm going to start a couple of the fundamentals to get this in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be downloading a few assets, free assets which you can download from the Unreal store. And I'm going to be making a couple of folders and getting a couple of blueprints set up and things like that. So I'm going to time lapse this so it doesn't take up the whole first video, and we'll get back into it. Right, so as you can tell, I downloaded a few assets. The first asset pack was the creatures pack, so it's literally just bears, and it looks like the saber tooth. Let's say a dragon. Let's say a few things. When that loads, just hello. I don't know what's going on with my computer today, but it's obviously having a thing. So yeah, this comes with animations. Looks pretty sick, you know. Just saying that we can tame and run around on. Yeah, let's just pop him over there for the minute. There's a couple of others. You've got the dragon. You've got the griffin here, which is a flying griffin. Pretty sick. So yeah, we'll use that one. And there is a dragon, I believe. And we've got a dragon that we can ride around and fly on. Looks pretty sick. Got a couple of animations, preview animation. Let's get the bike going. So yeah, they've got animations in. So yeah, it's a neat little neat little asset pack. That let's just close these down, so we don't need them. The next one that we got was crafted resources, which is not in this one. I've got to push them over from here again, which is just literally just icons for an inventory. So hide, meat, mushrooms, potions, books. So yeah, blueprints, for example, if you're looking at Ark, seeds, food, metal, yeah, weapons and things like that. So that's a cool little free asset pack as well. We also got the weapon pack, which is literally, you've got the axe, the dagger, the great axe, the great hammer, mace, sickle, spear, sword. The spears look pretty sick. The spears look pretty sick. Alright, okay. And then also we are going to implement this stone one, but I was waiting for it to, what's it called? I wanted to make sure it's got a rock or something in there. Some of them don't come with rock, a mineable rock, because obviously, as you all know, Ark, you can mine rocks, and you can mine trees, and you can mine metal, and you can mine other bits and bobs. So I just wanted to double check to see what they actually have in them. This one looks pretty good because you've got the rocks, you've got rocks, cut the trees and that. So yeah, I'm going to add that to the project as well. I'm going to bring you back once that's done because it does take a little while to install, and then we're going to crack on. Oh, maybe not. Okay, it's done. Never mind. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new level, and it's going to be a no, fuck it. Let's just get rid of everything that we do not need in. There it is. Let's get rid of everything we do not need in here. So delete, delete, delete. Let's get rid of all this crap. Playground stuff. And the third person template. Right, so we'll rename this, but what we're going to do first is we're going to add a landscape to this. So we're going to go to landscape. It's been a while since I've done this, so bear with me. Import from file. Height map. I downloaded a height map off wherever it went. No, there it is. I downloaded it off Google. We're going to crack this open. We're going to go into downloads and we're going to click this height map. And yeah, it's gonna create us. This is quickly. It's gonna create us a nice sort of. Don't really. We can sculpt this in a way, but I just want to make it a little bit bigger. On the scale's already at 100, 100. Height map resolution. Enable, edit layer, import. So now we're going to import that height map into as a landscape. Probably won't work, but I wanted to give it a go, so fuck it. Yeah, I'll bring it back once this imported. Right, so it's generated. I didn't realise how yeah, it's a mountain one. So what I've done, I just got the tool out and I just flattened a little bit down here. And I thought the good aim, we've got to gather resources, tame a creature like a griffin or a dragon, and then we've got to fly to the top, and that completes the game. That's Ark. And we've got to build a little base on the top. So I'm just gonna give this a little bit of sculpting, just so you can move around a bit. That's a bit better. There you go. Don't want to fall off. But it's a nice little, it's actually a nice, oh, can I not? There we go. That'll do. Right. So we've got a nice little landscape of where we can build and that. Let's put one through here, fuck it. Why not? We're the creators. We can do what we want. There you go. It's just got a nice little, I don't want to make it look too like it in bog, but yeah, it'd be nice. We could put a bit of corrosion on it, I guess. Woo, John. Thank you. There we go. Right. So we're going to go back to select mode. So we've got a nice little map. We're not going to paint it. We're probably going to leave it as this. But what we're going to do, we're going to delete the player start. Then we're going to pull in another player start. Saves me pulling it all the way over. And we're going to pop it down there. Make sure that we're going to be able to spawn. Thank you very much. We're going to save that. We're going to drag this back up here. Once that saves, for some reason it's taking ages. Let's just drag this back up here. Let's go to world settings. Let's go to game mode. And let's hope that we have the... Yep. So if we press play. I'll get ya, you little cunt. You want to fucking play? We'll play. Right, hang a minute. Let me get a fucking plane. You little dickhead. Scale that plane up. There we go. Bring it up to me. Where's it? Where's it upside down? Why is it upside down? Like, the fuck? You wanna play, motherfucker? Wanna play, motherfucker? Right, now fuck you. Right? Maybe the plane didn't need to be that big. Right, so we're gonna jump off the edge. There we go. What the? Is there something wrong with this fucking thing or what? Like, is this too low or something? Like, am I missing something here? Let's bring it up to that plane, eh? No. Oh my god. We've still got, right. So now if we click play from here. Oh my god, thank fuck for that. Right. Mission avoided. Fuck, you know, these places are big. And that's the first thing we're going to change, because you can't do that actually in Ark. So, I'm going to go in the third person. We're going to go in the third person, and we're going to scroll down, and we're going to use control art by yawn. I think it's that one. Oh! Mate, this is really going to fucking irritate me. Right, player start, sod off. Player start there. Right, there we go. Right, so now you can walk left and right. You just move by this. So this is the same sort of thing that we're sort of looking at, yeah? So you can go left, right, up, down, blah 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 blah. Right, the next thing that we want to do. Now that mission is avoided. Right, there should be, I don't think it actually brought him in, but we're going to go and get him now. But there is a man up here. There's 3 on the assets, which is a adventure character, so we're going to add him. So I'll bring him back once that's added, because for some reason, yeah, overwrite, because he wasn't there in the first place. There he is. We're going to go into BP third person. We're going to go to mesh, and we're going to change Quinny for Manful. He should use the same animations. He should use the same animations. It's going to be butt naked, as you're always butt naked on Ark, right? And then he should have the many animations. Perhaps, perhaps not. I don't know. He hasn't loaded in yet. Or does he have Quinn? He might have Quinn. Do you have Quinn? You're rigged to the fucking skeleton, mate. What are you doing? Oh, shit. We know what this is. I thought... So now I've changed you. You ain't gonna have the animations. Why? That's some weird left and right animations. Right. Does this man come with animations? I wonder. Man. No, he doesn't. But you don't have an issue with... mesh. Full. Where's your skeleton, dude? Do you not have a skeleton? You do have a skeleton. UE4. Right, so let's get Manful. Right click, skeleton. Assign a skeleton. And we want to assign... I can't remember his name now. Not UE4. Where is it? I think it's mannequin, I think, or something like that. Quinn, simple mannequin, there you go. Boom. Accept. Fail to merge. This will validate all animations. No, don't do that. Right, so why are you being such a bitch? So where's my third person animation? You're telling me I can't scout, I can't use this geezer the way that I wanted to use this geezer. Is that what you're telling me? Right, so let's try again. Let's get UE4, Quinn. So where's the other cunt? UE4, that's the man one. So what do you mean I can't? So you've all got the same fucking things, right? So why can't you retarget to that? This could happen if every target changes be made. Insert in the bone nodes. Would you like to regenerate the skeleton for this mesh? Warning, this to be invalid. Fuck it. Alright, now let's try it. Alright, so skeleton, assign. I'll probably just fuck the whole thing. I'll have to start again. Right, thank fuck for that. Right, so let's save that. There you go, third person. Right, you can now use Quinny. Oh god. It looks like an Ark player, bro. Oh my god, that's funny as fuck. I wonder how it walks. I got me Ark player. There we go. We've got our Ark player. Brilliant. I'm going to use him. That's it. We've got our Ark player. Alright. Brilliant. So now... That's funny. Right, now we've got our Ark player. What are we doing? Alright, what are we doing? Oh, fuck. I'm lost. Right, we got our Ark player. We're done with it. Alright, so that's good. Right, so that's good. Right, so the next thing we want to do is get rid of this. Content, game. Create a new folder. Right, so no, we don't want to do that. Alright, where's blueprints? Where's the blueprint folder gone? Right, let's create a blueprint folder. Right, and it comes up blue. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to create a blueprint and apply a controller. Let's get back to business. Right, back off. Oh. It's too late. Right, player, controller, open. Right, so now how I like to do this, because it's multiplayer, I like to put everything on the controller rather than on the player. So I like the stamina, the health and everything like that on the controller rather than the player. That's how I tend to do it. It's just easier to diverse, so say, between the characters. Yeah. Even though it's going to be a single player game, I probably should just do it on the third person character, shouldn't I? We're going to make this multiplayer. There's no point, because Ark Ascendant is coming out, so there's no really much point of... Fuck it, we'll do it on the third person character. Right, so we're gonna need a couple of... What are you saying to me? The preview mesh hierarchy doesn't match the skeleton anymore. No. I want to keep my fucking man. He's archified. Right. So we're gonna need a couple of variables. The first one we're gonna need is health, because that's the first thing that you need. The next thing we're gonna need is stamina. Right. So we've got health, which is going to be a float. We've got stamina, which is going to be a float. We've got food or hunger, which is going to be a float, and we've got thirst. Which is going to be a float. We can save all these and continue. Right, so now we want to go back to content, game, create a new folder, and this folder is going to be called widgets. We're going to open another widget, and we're going to create a new user face widget blueprint. And this one is just going to be called HUD. We're actually going to call it player HUD. And we're not going to put anything in there yet. We're going to go to the third person character. Event bar at the top, begin play. It's hot today. Create widget, and the widget's going to be the player HUD, and that's going to be self. No, okay, don't need to put that in there, Adam, you dickhead. Right, we're going to promote because it's nice to have a nice reference to that, and we're just going to call this player HUD, and then we're going to add to view pull. Okay, get rid of the player HUD because we don't need that bit, and then we're just going to stick it there. Good. Control save. Right, so what we need to do is the health needs to be 1, the stamina needs to be 1, the hunger needs to be 1, and the thirst needs to be 1, and then we've got a player HUD. Compile, save, close this down, and open up this player HUD. Open up the player HUD. Canva. Oh, canvas, not Canva. Right, so we're gonna create a vertical box. No, we're gonna create a size box first. Okay, so the size box is gonna be called the stat box. A state, but fuck it. Let's just call it yeah, stat. Right. Stat. Am I spelling that right? Oh fuck no, it's too late. It's 12:30 at night. Right, so stat box. There you go. And then we're going to put a vertical box in. And the vertical box is, we're going to stick it over here somewhere. There we go. Okay. Right. So within that vertical box, we want a horizontal box. Okay. Boop. Oh, please tell me I ain't done this the right way around. Just put a horizontal box in there. I'm not fucked. I just want to play my own Ark game. I'm fed up of waiting for Ark Ascendant. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to bang in progress bars. Yeah. Got 1, which is going to be health. 2, which is going to be stamina. 3, which is going to be water or thirst. 4 is going to be health. We do need a few more. Which one is? I can't remember now. What have we got? Weight. And obviously we've got horizontal, which is weight. Okay, but we're not going to use the weight, so we're going to change this one to health bar. We're going to change this one to stamina bar. I'm going to change this one to food bar. We're going to change this one to water bar. And we're going to get rid of this because we're not going to use that in a minute. Right, so the health bar is going to be red. Thank you. The stamina bar is going to be green. The food bar is going to be yellow. And the water... Am I not clicking on these? I am clicking on these. And the water bar is going to be blue. Right, so I want the health to be below that. Then the stam. Then the food. Then the water. Right, so the health bar... We are going to make it just a little bit fatter if we can to style. Can we make it a little bit fatter? have border padding. Right, so we can fill that one up. Right. So the first one is food, health. So we're going to go create a binding. No, we're not. 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 Right. The first thing we're going to do is get rid of remove binding. There we go. Fuck off. Right, we're going to go into the event graph. Not that. On this, we're going to cast to our third person player. Just to get a reference. The reference on these, I always use player pawn. And then we're going to promote it to a variable. Okay, because now it's easier to add. So for this one, you can literally go bind, third person character, health. This one, bind, third person character, stoner. This one, bind, third person character, hunger. And then this one, bind, third person character, first. There we go. Control C. So now when we play, they should be all coloured. There we go. Alright, they don't look the best in the world, but they look something. So obviously what we're going to do is we're going to create a little stamina system where when we jump and we run, we're going to lose stamina. But obviously as our stamina progresses, our water's going to go down. So let's go on to making that. Right, so I pulled you back. So as you can tell, we literally just made a little simple sprint system. So obviously input action sprint. If you wanted to replicate this and do it as a multiplayer game, you can literally just pull off this, create 2 custom events, 1-to-1 on server, 1-to-1 on multicast. I do have multiplayer systems on my channel, so excuse me. So go and check them out. But this is simple, just going to be a single player game to see if we could build something similar to Ark. Yeah, so I built a simple sprint system, which is just this. And then obviously once we finish sprinting, if we are running, we want to tick yes, because obviously we need to set it down here to stop the retriggerable delay, because obviously that's how it generates a stamina back. So yeah, and then obviously when we release it, it's going to tick to 0, which means that it's going to stop the retrigger delay of losing this, but yeah, so it's just gonna set it. So it stops this. We're gonna set the max speed back, but then we're gonna hit stamina regen, which is also obviously a custom event, the same as this, but we're adding. And instead of is running for the branch, it's stamina greater or equal to 1, which is our max stamina. And if this is true, then it means that we've got max stamina. But if it's false, then we still want to keep re-triggering this delay until it is full. So it's just a little simple thing. Obviously, I banged the 2 functions that we just created there on jump. These are probably better as functions. You could probably, yeah, these are probably better as functions, but specifically for this, I just done it like this. But you can right click this, you can collapse to a macro. No, you cannot. We can right click this, we can comment this, then fuck you, and just put sprint and stamina regen and drain. Now if you get rid of this, you can actually bubble this. So if you go to comment, you can bubble it and then show it at, I don't know, 20. Yeah, so when you zoom out, you can see it, so you know it is. So we're gonna pop this up here, because obviously this is pretty much done now. And what we're going to do, we're going to work on not the health as such today, because obviously we need something that's going to be able to damage us, which isn't hard, but I just can't be able to do that in a minute. What we're going to work on now is the water. So obviously as we use stamina, the water's going to drain. It's going to be pretty much exactly the same as this. It's just, yeah, we're just going to crack on. I'm going to time lapse it, and we're going to go from there. Right, so when we're back, so I quickly done a drain water. So I pretty much done exactly the same as the stamina drain, just obviously for first, and then obviously is running. So you can literally copy that and then just create yourself a custom event. And then I've done a take damage. So what it is the health minus that clamp folk set health. Retriggerable delay set, just keep running this. And then obviously if the first is less than 0 or equal to 0, it will then just keep running this until you die. Until like until this first goes up. So even if we do drink water, this first will stop. So this retriggerable delay will stop once we get water. And then obviously once we go again, it's just going to keep rewinding. But to make this work, you have to put a branch in here for first. So you have to check first, because obviously where you're running this off the sprint, and obviously off the jump, you don't want to be taking damage every time you run, every time you sprint, and every time you jump. So if we put this failsafe in here, this branch, to check the first, to see, okay, if the first is less or equal to 0, then yeah, we can start taking damage. But if it isn't, then we're going to pull off this false pin, which is obviously saying that we've got plenty of water. So obviously, if we run around, we're going to start taking first, and also if we jump as well, it's going to start knocking our first down. As you can tell, the stamina regens. It's a little bit of a bug there. Sort of wants to regen all the time, but we'll sort that out. But now, because obviously we've got no first, as you can tell, the health's going down. So that's going to get all the way to the end, and then obviously the retriggerable delay is going to stop because it's going to realise that, hang on a minute, you haven't got no stamina. And it should pop up a print string at the bottom, at the end, to say, hang on a minute, you haven't got no stamina, and you're actually dead. So we'll do the food next time. The food is going to be down to, obviously, the more damage you take, the more hungry you get. So it's pretty much like Ark, you know, your food goes down over time, your water will go down over time. So the easiest way to do that is to turn the drink water into a function, and then you can literally get your first. You can grab this and connect this pin to here, and you can put first, how much, oh fuck, hello, how much thirst. For example, I know I've said that wrong, but if you go to the event tick, so you can literally say on the event tick, if we pull in that drain water here, we can create this so this only ticks ever so slightly. But for example, if we say how much first do we want to lose, we can say for this particular node we want to lose 0.03, yeah, which is fuck all. This node up here we want to lose 0.1, and this node on jump we want to lose 0.1 also. Let's go 0.3 for jump. If we press play, it might just zoom it down, I don't know. So as you can tell, over the tick, it's going to start taking the health, that the water down, yeah. And then obviously once the water's hit here, we could do a check on the water to start bringing the health down. But I'm going to leave that episode there. It took me an hour and a half to record this episode due to the fuck up this morning, the fuck ups at the start. But yeah, I'm going to cut this video up and get it out to you ASAP. I'm going to continue recording from there, and hopefully we can create a new I can bring out an episode every week or something like that to keep you entertained. But yeah, we're gonna get this Ark. I can't get over how much this geezer was looks like an Ark player. It's funny as fuck. I like how it looks like Simon Cowell, but as you can tell, we've got no water and the health is draining. And that's exactly what it was. Theoretically, it should slow you down, which is something we can implement later. We'll do another little mini episode on top so we can add to this. It'll be simple, and we'll go from there. But yeah, this is BullDog Games, and on that bombshell, thank you so much for watching. Out.